total offense. So with that said, what did you like about the way your group operated?
Yeah, a lot of guys stepped up. We're obviously down on, quite a few guys. And then lost, Tristan early. Yeah. So that was something we had to adjust to. I thought we lost Ryan for the whole thing. And then
saw you go in the tent.
I was checking him out because the center's pretty important. He's a tough guy, and he toughed it out. So a lot of guys toughed it out today. But in the end, no one really cares. You got to win, and then you got to move on. So happy for our team, and we'll figure out who we play here shortly and then get on them.
Essentially, this was over in the third quarter. And as you know, these games are going to get tougher and tougher as you move on. So what would you like them to improve on moving on here?
We did some good things. I think we're just going to have to keep, doing what we did today. Everyone's got to touch it, make some explosive plays. Did a good job possessing it. Defense played great, so it was a great team win. The special teams played awesome. One of the best days we had in special teams all year.
My last one for you. With the game kind of in hand here, I know they scored the touchdown late, though, Tom. Fans are a little worried. How do you balance coming back in and trying to avoid any sort of injury? These guys were sweating over here for you.
Yeah, they were. I understand that. They've been great all year, so it's been nice to have them back. And obviously it was a great turnout today, and we're going to need it next week, too. So whoever we play is going to be a great opponent. Yeah. We're going to have to play great football.
You know, watch the games with the family tonight? What do you do?
A little bit low treatment because we might play on a short week, so I got to try to get ahead.
And Mike Evans, a record-setting day for the Bucs. He comes in and sets a Bucs single-game playoff franchise record with 9 receptions and takes care of business against this Eagles secondary. Evans finishes the day with 9 catches, 117 yards, and that touchdown that really iced it. Eagles got a couple of touchdowns in what felt like garbage time there in the fourth quarter. But the Bucs are moving on, and they will get another home game there at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. 31-15 is the final.
I don't want interception. I want a touchdown. I try to score it out of cabin. But I let Roger get it when our strength conditioning coaches.
Good for Shaq Barrett, man. First career postseason interception. Wanted that touchdown. Pretty nice return, though, to get it down into Eagles territory, and then Tom Brady took care of the rest. Bucs starting without Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones, and then would lose Tristan Wirfs, their star right tackle, Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, second-year guy out of Iowa. Left, would briefly return, but in the second half, he was done for the game. Gio Bernard. What a pickup he's been for this team, especially to have a player like that in this kind of situation, LT, helping out your run game along with Keyshawn Vaughn. And then it was all defense here for Tampa. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka tips the pass, and then you get the interception off the deflection. Bucs had it going on defense today, LT. Let's start with that defense once again here, because clearly they were up to the task against the best rushing offense in all of football today with Jalen Hurts leading the way. Miles Sanders was even back after the wrist surgery or the hand surgery after missing a couple of weeks, and Bucs just shut him down.
He pounds away at it, and he mentioned special teams. That was big. Their defense today, and, that defense all season long at every level, front, linebacker, corner, safety, they've dealt with injuries throughout, and they've kind of gotten back and gotten their players back, and I think the defense has really stepped up, particularly today. They jumped out to that 17-point lead. Then they kind of hit a lull offensively, but Tom just kept pounding at it, and then they put up the big points later in the game.
This guy never ceases to amaze me, and when he talks, I'm like everybody else. I'm hanging on his every word. He's very fortunate today that they got out to an early lead, and that was really important for them because they put the onus back on Philadelphia. How are we going to score? We're going to run. They couldn't run to shut it down. But Brady, seriously, I honestly have never seen anything like this guy. At his age, forget his age, what he does game after game after game is just pretty amazing.
And everybody was wondering how are they going to adjust with the guys out, and you see that they still committed to the run when they needed it. Had a few throws that Tom threw. You could tell he was a little frustrated with the receivers. So what did he do? Went back to Gronk, back to back, went to Mike Evans. He went to the guy that he knows that those are guys that he's used to, guys who are used to being in this situation that he can count on. But that just goes with experience. I mean, and then threading the needle, just throwing this ball where a lot of guys are afraid. And you see Jalen Hurts in the game was just waiting. Tom already gets the ball out before the receiver makes the break. He knows this offense so well and the player that he's playing with that he can anticipate.
Yeah, he spreads the ball around. But I tell you what, I would give some advice to anybody playing him.
cover Gronkowski, because in the tight moments, he's going to throw the ball to Gronk.
Particularly in the red zone.
Yeah.
Well, we know the Tampa Bay moves on. For the Philadelphia Eagles, first of all, they exceeded expectations this year with a rookie head coach, so good luck for them in the future. They got 3 number 1 picks next year. They've obviously got to figure out their quarterback situation.
Yep.
That's for next year for the Philadelphia Eagles. It is all about next week for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We will see you for the divisional round then. We'll find out who the Bucs play later on today as America can't wait to see if Tom Brady and that team can repeat as Super Bowl champs, or will someone else go